Peace and Black Power, family. Peace and Black Power. This is Dr. Umar Johnson coming to you live, the Prince of Pan-Africanism. I have just arrived in White Plains, New York for the very first time. White Plains, New York. I am here to conduct the first ever and last ever New York State Black Parent Know Your School Rights Training Tour Boot Camp. It is going down tomorrow here in White Plains at the Thomas H. Slater Community Center from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. New York City, this is your one and only chance to get this training. Because I'm taking time out of my busy schedule to do this, 12 hours on my feet from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. is not an easy task, no matter how much I love presenting to the people. So, once this tour is over, my consultation fee for parents needing help with their children will be going up. I repeat, my consultation fee for parents needing help with their children will be going up after this tour. Because if you don't take advantage of the only training you're ever going to get a chance to receive that teaches you everything from A to Z on how to save your children, then you need to pay a little bit more when you call me for emergencies. You need to pay a little bit more when you call me with an emergency. If you need to come tomorrow, Buffalo, Rochester, Albany, Syracuse, Queens, Bronx, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Long Island, go to my website, DrUmarJohnson.com, and register. Go to my website and register. You can register at the door. However, if you register at the door, you are not guaranteed a training packet. If you register at the door, you are not guaranteed a training packet. So if you're coming, register on the website. You can bring your children at no extra cost. Children are no extra cost. However, I don't recommend it, especially young children, because 12 hours is a very long time to sit and have to tend to your child and try to master the information. The training packet you get goes home with you. It goes home with you, but you won't be able to understand it if you don't first get the lessons and the wisdom and the teachings and the science behind it that Dr. Umar Johnson is going to give to you. And then Sunday, we are right back at it again in Newark, New Jersey, at the Source of Knowledge bookstore on Sunday. We are right back at it, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. in White Plains. Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Newark, New Jersey, Source of Knowledge bookstore. So my Jersey people, Camden, Trenton, Patterson, Newark, Jersey City, Montclair, and all points in between, your training is on Sunday. However, you are not limited to attending the training in your state. If you live in Connecticut and you want to drive down tomorrow, feel free. You don't want to wait till April the 11th. You want to come to the Jersey training. You want to come to the New York training. So be it. Pennsylvania, you don't want to wait till June 6th. You want to come up to Jersey, come up to New York. Not a problem. You can go to any training you want. There's 15 of them. 2 have already been completed. DC is done. Louisiana is done. After this weekend, New York and Jersey is done. And then it's off to Long Beach, California and Oklahoma City. March the 7th, Long Beach, California. March the 21st, Oklahoma City. March the 28th, Charlotte, North Carolina. California, Oklahoma, and North Carolina will be the trainings in March. Mississippi and Connecticut will be the trainings in April. But tomorrow is the grand finale of the first Black History Month of the new decade. And I hope New York takes advantage of this opportunity. And I hope New Jersey takes advantage of this opportunity. And by the way, if you're coming to the New Jersey training, the Queen Mothers at Source of Knowledge Bookstore, they're providing a vegan soul food buffet. You will pay for that. That's not included. But if you come Sunday, the Queen Mothers of Source of Knowledge Bookstore will be providing a vegan soul food buffet. But the good sisters tomorrow here in White Plains are going to have some lovely refreshments waiting for you guys. The drinks and the refreshments and the snacks will be provided at no extra charge tomorrow in White Plains. So come on out. White Plains is a larger training space. Source of Knowledge is a smaller one. White Plains is a larger training site. Source of Knowledge is a smaller one. Can you bring your non-African spouse? I don't need to answer that, because as the most consistent voice in Black consciousness, you already know my answer to that. You want to come to the training, but you want to come with a coon energy. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Y'all know what I stand for. I've never changed what I stand for. I've never flip-flopped. From the first day you knew me, I'm the most consistent person you know, and the most relevant person you know. So today I want to talk about, in the tradition of getting ready and getting my intellectual juices flowing for this weekend's double training, get my intellectual juices flowing for this weekend's double training. I'm going to be on my feet 12 hours tomorrow, on my feet 12 hours on Sunday. So I want to get the intellectual juices flowing. Okay. I'm simulcasting on Instagram and Facebook right now. I'm simulcasting on Instagram and Facebook. And I want to talk about 10 mistakes Black parents make in public school, in charter school. 10 mistakes that our parents make in the schools. That's what I'm going to talk about today, to just get us in the energy of the National Independent Black Parent Association. I want to get y'all in the mood for tomorrow's training. If you're coming to the training, please get good night's sleep tonight. You can't go tricking tonight. You can't go to the titty bar tonight. No strip club tonight. No drinks tonight. No clubbing tonight. You can't go clubbing tonight and then want to stroll into my training whenever you feel like it. Because if you're not in your seat by 11 a.m., there will be no seat for you. If you are not in your seat by 11 a.m., you will not be allowed in the training. You are given 2 hours grace period to get there. But I'm telling you now, you don't want to miss the first 2 hours, because the first 2 hours will serve as the foundation for the remaining 10 hours. The first 2 hours will serve as the foundation for the remaining 10 hours. So please get your sleep, get up on time. If you're taking a train from Long Island, Staten Island, boogie down Bronx, Harlem, Brooklyn, Syracuse, Albany, Buffalo, Rochester, wherever you coming from, make sure you get good night's sleep, get up on time, okay, and get there. You don't want to miss this, because I will not be going backwards to bring you forward. If you show up late, don't ask me what you missed. Ask your other classmates who will be at the training tomorrow and on Sunday. Saturday, Sunday, New York, New Jersey, You will not be allowed in after 11 a.m. I don't care if you paid and you're not getting a refund. You will not be allowed in after 11 a.m. I don't care if you paid and you will not get a refund. Learn how to follow directions. If we are going to get serious about nation building, then we're going to have to learn how to follow protocol. We're going to have to learn how to follow protocol. We're going to have to learn how to follow protocol. Make sure you donate to the school. $ FDMG school. $ FDMG school. $ FDMG school. If you need to mail in your donation, make it payable to the FDMG Academy. P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware. P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware 19809. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. What is the, and these are in no order, they're equally important. 10 mistakes black parents make. Let me grab a pen. Once I'm done with this live, which is only going to take about an hour, I'm going to the Cheesecake Factory here in White Plains, and I'm going to get me some salmon, get me some greens. I'm going to the Cheesecake Factory tonight. I know my vegans don't want to hear that. I know my vegans don't want to hear that. I know my vegans, I'm going to the Cheesecake Factory because I ain't been to the Cheesecake Factory since Baltimore Harbor. I'm going to the Cheesecake Factory. That's right. And I'm going to get me that caramel cheesecake, and I'm going to get that cherry cheesecake, and I'm going to get that. I'm just going to grab me some cheesecake. So y'all going to see me snacking on some cheesecake tomorrow during the training. Okay? Big Papa style. Big Papa style. Big Papa style. P.O.P.A. stands for Prince of Pan-Africanism. Big Papa style. P.O.P.A. stands for Prince of Pan-Africanism. Big Papa style. P.O.P.A. stands for Prince of Pan-Africanism. Big Papa style. And I'm going to grab me a coronavirus milkshake. A coronavirus milkshake. A coronavirus milkshake. So, let's get into it. Any ladies in town for the training want to accompany the Prince to the Cheesecake Factory tonight? Any White Plains queens want to go out on a date with the Prince? Free date tonight to the Cheesecake Factory? Let's get into it. 10 mistakes black parents make with the school. 10 mistakes black parents make with the school. Number 1, not understanding the fact in reality that every child is a homeschool child, whether they go to public school or not. You as a black parent must still provide your child with instruction at home regardless of how good the school is they attend. Let me say that again. And by the way, if you come into the training tomorrow in White Plains or Sunday in Newark, bring something for the group. Bring something for the group. Bring a bag of chips. Bring some vegan, some veggies and some dip. Pick up a bottle of apple juice. Let's get back into the African cultural expression and practice of showing gratitude and concern for other people. Come with something. Bring something with you. It ain't got to be nothing, you know. Bring something with you. Bring Dr. Umar some fruit. Bring some trail mix. Bring something with you. Bring a cake. Bring a cheesecake with you. Bring a pumpkin pie. Bring something for the group. Don't bring no pork. So number one, every parent needs to understand that you must provide your child with some sort of instruction at home to supplement the instruction that they get at school. You cannot depend on teachers, even the good ones, to teach your child everything it is they need to know in order to master grade level criteria for that school year. Every black parent is a homeschooling parent. Every black parent is a homeschooling parent. When your child comes home and they don't have any homework, you should be giving them homework. Your child comes home, they don't have any homework, you should be giving them homework. Your child should be reading for 90 minutes every day. Reading from a book 90 minutes every day. Every parent is a homeschool parent. If you're not providing your child with any academic activity, no reading requirements, no math responsibility, then you're not a good parent, because a good parent makes sure the child understands that your teacher is going to teach you, but we're going to teach you. What do you have for history? They got you reading George Washington. Well, guess what? You're going to read some Richard Allen too, founder of the African Methodist Episcopal Church. In science class, y'all dealing with agriculture. Well, guess what? You're going to do a research project and you're going to discover 20 different things that the greatest scientist in American history, Dr. George Washington Carver, discovered or invented. That's right. That's right. You got Spanish class? That's good, but we not Spanish, we African. So on top of your Spanish class, I want you to find the African equivalent. The African equivalent for every Spanish word that you have. If you got to know how to say thank you in Spanish, learn how to say thank you in Igbo. You have to say you're welcome in Spanish, learn how to say you're welcome in Wolof. You have to learn how to say, do you know where the restroom is in Spanish? Learn how to say, where is the restroom in Kiswahili? Every black parent is a homeschooling parent. And that's why I'm going to be hosting. The first annual Dr. Umar NIBPA Homeschool Conference for Black Parents. Get ready. Get ready. Homeschool Conference for Black Parents. Get ready. Get ready for the homeschool conference. A real homeschool conference by a real principal. A real homeschool conference by a real principal, not a hotep principal, a real one, credentialed and experienced. Be on the lookout for the first annual homeschool conference. But before we get there, you need to get the White Plains tomorrow. Also, Dr. Umar has a new subscription-based app, a podcast. Every month, I'm going to be emailing you out new podcast files. If you want to subscribe to the DrP.O.P.A podcast, you can find it on my Twitter feed. You can find the link on my Facebook feed. You can also go on my Instagram biography. If you click on my Instagram biography, you can see the link to subscribe to the DrP.O.P.A podcast. It's $9.99 a month, automatically billed, all new content, never before seen in lecture, radio, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all new information. DrP.O.P.A podcast. Go to my Instagram page and click on the bio. The link is there. You can also find the link for the DrP.O.P.A podcast in my Facebook feed and my Twitter feed. So number one, every parent is a homeschooling parent. Every parent is a homeschooling parent. Number two, if you don't drop into school, your children may end up dropping out of school. If you don't drop into school, your children may end up dropping out of school. If you don't drop into school, your children may end up dropping out of school. What do I mean by that? Too many black parents, and I can say this because I work in schools,